Hey guys, how are you this evening? So I just wanted to tell you a few things about the show I went to. And if you can see right here, my beautiful Tulumnia I brought to the show. It's in bloom. I actually won 3rd place from the National Capital Orchid Society show. So I thought that was really nice. I also was a clerk there, so I got to help out with the judges and put the ribbons on the plants. And actually I was in the Oncidium family. That's what my judges were actually judging, because they have several different groups of judges to go through the plants more quickly. So I was actually in this group, and the other two that got 1st and 2nd, they were huge Tulumnias, like very big, and had 5 or 6 flower spikes on them, and they definitely deserved 1st and 2nd, but I was happy out of all the other ones they picked mine to be 3rd. I didn't tell them anything about mine, like that this was mine, but I did tell them after they chose it. So I was like, oh, good, mine got 3rd. But the first thing actually that my grandmother actually brought me back from up here from Florida is in Grekum Leones Valley Isle. I think it says Isle by Self. And there's a picture on there and it's kind of fading. But the plant looks nice and healthy. Sadly, last night, I thought I turned my heater on right, but I didn't. I had just the fan on, not the heater. So only the fan kicked in when it got under the degree I wanted it to. So it got pretty chilly in here last night, but that's okay. Everything seems to be alright. 1 or 2 times around 50 degrees doesn't really hurt the orchids. They don't like it, but they rather not be that cold, but oh well. They'll get over it. I have the heater on right tonight, so that's good. Now the first thing that I bought from the show and sale was the BLC Solar Flare Paradise. And the reason I bought this, and as you all know, if you watched my previous videos, I have this orchid, but mine is having some sort of, I'm guessing, fungal issues. And I think it's because it's been on the mount way too long. If you look at the newest growth, there is some junk on the leaves. So I think it's fungal. I'm almost positive. So I bought some Thigh Sand, and I'm going to kind of play around with this. And that's going to be like my test orchid right there, and I'm going to just do a few things on it. So that's why I bought myself another one. Now this is a fragrance I'm gonna butcher this name, so I'm just gonna show you all. And if you all know, this is actually a miniature, a true miniature. And if you can see how the size of the mount, and then the size of the orchid. And there's my finger. But it's cute. And if you can hear that in the background, that's actually the heater turning on. I have it on 60 and it's getting below 60 right now in the greenhouse, so it's cutting on. And it takes a few minutes to get actually warm, because it's an infrared heater plus a fan that blows through the coils. So it's actually really nice. I like the setup of the heater. Next thing is, no, I can't remember how to pronounce this one either. This is, I'm not even going to try to pronounce it, but if you all know, you know what that flower looks like, and if you don't know, you should look it up, because it's really interesting. These like to be kept moist, and they like lower light, so it's going to stay on the bottom of the east side of the greenhouse. That's nice. And it actually has, hopefully, if it doesn't blast, there is a bud right there in between the leaves. So I thought that was really nice. Next thing I got, there's a few people that were selling the same exact orchid, and it was like $60. I was like, I can't do that. That's too much. But then I found this one for $20, and it's a Phalaenopsis bellina var cerulean, and it's a very nice looking plant. And if you look really closely, there's 2 spikes coming on it, so hopefully they both make it. It really needs to be transplanted. So there is a new root on this side, and I think I'm going to go ahead and transplant it. And the heater just turned off. But I think I am going to transplant it. I know that those spikes are just now forming, but I'd rather it be in nice bark conditions than it not be in good health, because I never repotted it. Next thing is the Arangus Luteo alba var rhodosticta, yep. And this has a spike on it as well, right here. And after the bloom dies off, if it makes it, because they've been at the show and they've rode home in a vehicle, so hopefully it'll flower, but I wouldn't be too surprised if they blast it. But after it's done flowering, I'm going to repot that as well. This was given to me. This is actually classified as a maxillaria now, Skunkiera. And the reason is it has like these black buds, so that's cool. I have 2 buds on it. We'll see how that looks like when it opens up. I'll keep you all posted. And then I believe the last thing, but certainly not least, because it is so cute, I'm trying my first one of these. And if anybody can guess, you're very talented, because I didn't think I was ever going to get one of these. It's a Dracula, and it's Dracula Lotex, and it's a warmer growing. It's actually in bloom. See that cute little face in there? Reminds you of a monkey. So this is a warmer growing. I'm actually going to buy a very deep saucer that's almost like a cup, and sit it down in there, and then also have it in the greenhouse, so it always has that extra humidity. They don't mind not being as wet as the cool growers, but they still would like to be damp almost all the time. They really like that humidity. And then there's another bud in there. So just trying something new. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully it works out. And next up is going to be the show, and I'm going to run you through just very short videos of the different displays, and also our display. We got exceptional recognition. We didn't get first because they said the quality of our plants for our society wasn't the best, and I agree with them. Our society, we had trouble trying to put together some orchids from everybody, but it happens. And I think it turned out really nice. So without further ado, here it is. Enjoy.
Rosette. Yeah, wait a minute. I was going to take the rosette and move it out.
What am I going to do for the happy hour? Oh, you are? No, yeah, good. Good. I didn't know where to put it. Let me leave it here. Chris is going to get a car. I'm going to try to get everything here. I can't believe that.
It's fried. sitting and I can't sit anymore. I tried sitting.
Oh, I think she's talking about the straight trophy.
No, I'm talking about the one that's in our
That goes to the best path, and I don't know about that. It would be good, a ribbon like that that said best path.
It's fun watching the develop.
the French curve.
I don't mean to be a romantic about it. I'm thinking about taking a picture.
By yourself and